Hi everyone, it's Phil from Ashland Leather. Happy Monday and happy Hanukkah. And in a couple days here it will be Christmas, and I'm not sure that I will be doing another video on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, so maybe in advance here I'll be wishing you a Merry Christmas. And I have a bunch of stuff to show today. I wanted to start off with a new flash sale because this is so cool. This is a color number 4 shell Cordovan Fat Herbie. It's just such a beautiful color. This is sort of recently been overtaken as my favorite color. If you were to ask me a month ago, this was my favorite color, shell Cordovan. Now I like the amaretto. And it's not because like one's better than the other. I think it's just all personal preference. And the color 4 shell Cordovan is really cool. This is sort of a medium brown shade with hints of red. And if you were to compare it to color 8, it's much lighter in color, much more brown, a little bit less of that sort of burgundy, sort of cherry undertone. And on this one, we're featuring that Horween ink stamp on the inside, which is super neat. And a lot of people ask us for these. So on a side note, if there is a wallet that you want, and you want a little piece of it customized, maybe like a reverse interior, and you don't see it available on the site, that is something I'm happy to accommodate for you. So just send us an email, info@ashlandleather.com, and I can set you up there. So I do have some extras made of these, more than usual. Usually in the flash sales, I'm doing about 5, 3, a couple items, and these I have about 10 of them. So if you're looking to get one of these, checking out a Fat Herbie for yourself, that's my favorite wallet. This would be a really great chance to check out what it's all about. So let's move on to some of the stuff that we're shipping out today. This is a product that we make called Tanner's Blend, and this is a really great leather conditioner. A lot of people have tried this out with really great success on a lot of Horween leather boots and shoes. And for example, if you look in the back here, I've got these Chrome Excel Indie boots, and these would just be absolutely amazing to restore a bit with some of this Tanner's Blend. And what it does is sort of breathes the life back into it. It really gives it more of a richness in look and feel. It will also prevent it from drying out and cracking a bit. Most Horween leather has so much natural waxes, oils, and greases tanned into the leather that's often not necessary to condition them very frequently. I'd say twice a year at the most. But if it is starting to look dry, you can always try an application of this Tanner's Blend. Up next here is a really special product from Saphir, and this is Cordovan Cream, or Cream Cordovan. We use this product on every piece of shell Cordovan that we use in our wallets. So every wallet that is made in Cordovan gets an application of this Cordovan cream. I think it has a really nice fill to it. It sort of fills in that grain, makes it really nice and smooth, but it also has a bit of wax in there that will brighten up the luster on the surface as well. The wholesale price on these just recently increased, but I'm gonna keep the price as low as I can because I think everybody that has either a wallet from me or maybe some shell Cordovan shoes like these Florsheims back here might want to try this on their own stuff because it really gives a great luster. All right, so here is the last set of the Chicago coasters that we have. This one is going out today, and I don't have more of the Chrome Excel right now, although I am expecting to get some more soon. So if you're looking to get some of these Chicago coasters that are currently sold out, you can always sort of pre-order it with us by just sending me an email. I can absolutely make it to order for you. All right, we're moving on to some Johnny the Foxes here. If you picked up an English tan Dublin with a mock interior, Johnny the Fox, this one might be yours. I really love English tan Dublin. It has a really awesome natural grain character to it. It almost looks like a piece of wood. And speaking of which, when we finish the edges on these, they actually end up looking also like a lacquered piece of wood that I really like. It has a nice luster to it, just really filled in, shiny, and smooth. And with that mock interior on the inside, I think it just makes a really clean wallet. So this is a Johnny the Fox in natural shell Cordovan, and you can see the difference sort of immediately in the leathers. The Cordovan is much more shiny and smooth, where the Dublin has more of that natural character. Some people don't want it super bright right out of the box. This English tan Dublin will get brighter and shinier the more you wear it. It sort of accumulates a nice patina in terms of color and luster. But the shell Cordovan starts off immediately bright. And the biggest difference to note here is the price. So the English tan Dublin is more than half less expensive than these Johnny the Foxes. So here's another really cool Johnny the Fox. This one is an intense blue shell Cordovan, and for some reason when this one gets paired with the mock interior, I get really excited about the intense blue. I think this complement of colors is really, really nice, and when we use this mock horsehide interior, it actually cuts the price down as well. So this one is $100 less than the 100% shell Cordovan, and I think I would actually even prefer this one just because that color difference is so satisfying to me. So here is a natural chrome excel Johnny the Fox, and natural chrome excel is probably the most popular color chrome excel that Horween Leather Company makes, and I think people have figured out that it's just a really nice light sort of taupey tan shade. And the more you wear these, they do get a bit darker, and they do start to develop those layers of luster that I always talk about. This one is paired with that mock interior, which is really nice. I want to compare this with another English tan Dublin Johnny the Fox that's sending out today. So you can see the difference in color. The natural is definitely sort of what I would call natural as well, where there's no additional color added. So it sort of is less vibrant of a color. It's just sort of a nice taupe tan, whereas the English tan Dublin has more of that orangey, yellowy tan going on. I mean, it actually even looks a little bit lighter in color. All right, let's move on here to the Fat Herbies, and I have 3 different Fat Herbies to show you today. I really had to show this dark green shell Cordovan Fat Herbie. We don't see a lot of dark green shell, and this one is really, really cool. It's sort of lighter on some angles than others. Like this way it looks lighter than that way. It's just a really neat looking green, sort of multi-hued. There's a sort of a range of colors in the leather itself. So I actually just had to show you this one. I also really like seeing sort of similar to the this blue shell with the mock. There's something about the tan on the cross section of the edges of the wallet that makes that green pop, and it just looks really nice. So here's another really nice Fat Herbie, and this one is Color 8 Chrome Excel. So it's very similar in color to the Color 8 Shell Cordovan, although people will notice that it's a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more red than the Shell Cordovan. And that's just because it's a different leather. There's different greases in it, different waxes, different oils that make the stains pop sort of differently. But I just really had to show you this one. This is one of those wallets also, when you look at the cross section, the color difference is just super satisfying. When we apply those layers of waxes and our other finishing materials to the edge, not only does it give it that nice luster and filled in look, but for me, when it's a mill-dyed leather like this Color 8 Chrome Excel, it gives it a really cool sort of like stained wood look that I really like. And one more Fat Herbie here. This one is an English tan Dublin, and I had to show you the edges on this too. It just looks like a tree. It's really cool look to it. And I think one of the reasons it looks like a tree is because it is tanned with different tree barks. In fact, the Dublin leather is tanned with the same tree bark extracts as used in the Horween Shell Cordovan. So it's the same exact blend. It's a proprietary mix of different tree barks that are pit tanned on the Shell Cordovan, but we take that same blend and drum tan it for the Dublin leather, and it sort of gives you that characteristic of wood straight out of those tree barks. So this is a really special wallet also. So thanks again for checking everything out today. And wow, this Fat Herbie that we led off with that will be on the flash sale is super, super nice. I love color 4. I think it's paired nicely with that reverse interior. And I've been suggesting reverse interior for a lot of people because I like the way that this wears in, even more so than the Shell Cordovan interiors. And that's because it's more able to be polished and filled in after it scuffs and scratches on the inside of the wallet there. If you want to pick up one of these, they'll be available on the sale page of our website. Right at the top, there's a section called Flash Sale. Some of this stuff's been selling pretty quickly, so even though we have 10 of these, I think they're gonna go pretty fast. So definitely don't hold out if you're interested in checking out a Fat Herbie and checking out Color 4 Shell Cordovan. So thanks again and have a really great holiday, and I'll see you after the holidays.